to we have a new video premiere coming out tomorrow. It's epic. It's called Central Park. It was a one taker. We wrote 5 songs in 1 hour, and we came up with a whole storyline. And directly after, we filmed it, and we were just talking about the challenges when it comes to playing outside when there's snow and it's really cold, and there's fluids running down your nose, and you're trying to play a part, and the saxophone might not be working the way that, or staying in tune in the way that you think or hope it would under other circumstances. So that's what we're talking about. There we go. Hey, Drew.
Yeah. I had a lot of nose issues. I mean, both of us did, but it wasn't like there's definitely a point where it gets too much, I feel like, but it wasn't quite there for me.
Yeah, I
Um
feel you.
for me the worst is like if I have to cough for whatever reason, that's just game over.
A healthy cough, everybody. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, that's true. I think in one of our videos, I could be wrong, but when I was rewatching it in Cookie Dough, I feel like there's a moment that you did cough, like in the saxophone. You can see it in your face because you're like,
Yeah,
you like
yeah.
kept going. These are the things that might just
Oh,
come up in the moment.
yeah, like when I'm on tour and I have like a cold or something, which definitely my least favorite part of tour is like when you're sick. Like as a musician, when you're sick, you have to be really sick to cancel the show because it's a really big deal. It's
Yeah.
different than, a lot of jobs where you can cancel and people can fill in for you. In a situation I'm in, situation Grace in, if we need to cancel cancel because we're sick, the whole show is canceled. So all the people at the venue, all the people that want to see the show, that bought
Everyone that bought
tickets.
tickets. Yeah.
So if you're if you're sick, then you kind of just suck it up and just play it. Um, that being said, I feel like it's going to be different when we go back at it. I feel like if I feel like the next time I'm at a venue and I'm like I'm feeling sick, people are gonna be like, "Oh, okay, like okay,
You're like, we'll cancel this. Yeah,
Um,
but have you ever had a time? I remember one time I was vomiting, and that was really rough because I honestly, like, luckily, I wasn't the headliner for that. I was playing in kind of a collaboration band. I was, I kept saying, like, I'm good. I can go on stage. Meanwhile, I would just, like, kept vomiting, and the woman I was working with was like, no, like, sit this one out. I'm like, no, I could do it. I could do it. And, like, honestly, I don't really know what would have happened if I went on stage because I was sick like the entire time they were playing the show. Just you know, backstage.
yeah,
Did you ever have that with like a stomach virus
I did puke in the middle of a Lucky Chop show.
on stage?
No, um, I ran to the bathroom, puked, came back out.
Yeah. Well, that's. I guess in one way, it's like you're getting a lot of oxygen in, so you
So
know.
for me, it was more like I kind of felt like I had to puke, kind of felt like I puke. Then during my break, I went out and kind of like just it was just ready to go. So I really lucked out, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think the body has innate wisdom in being able to like time things. Sometimes I'm surprised, but I feel like there's wisdom in the body that it like figures it out, you know?
Hmm.
Like key moments.
Yeah. So when you're sick on the road, you've cold, and especially if you're not getting as much sleep and all these things, you got to perform. You end up being sick for longer, so it's even more intense. When I would have a cough, that would be like the worst
Yeah.
because the whole show I'm kind of like trying to not cough, and you're kind of scared the whole time that you're gonna cough.
That's a tough one for woodwind instruments or for singers. It's really tough. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we got to do our official glasses. It's
Oh yeah,
closing
yeah.
time. Sorry, you guys. We left you hanging. Hey! All right. All right. Oh, I feel so different. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you a little clip in case you haven't seen it of what's coming out tomorrow. And it's called Central Park. If you have not yet clicked on the premiere link is in our bio. Join us for the watch party. It's going to be really awesome. And let's just take a little sneak peek of what's to come tomorrow at noon. to get your just to get everyone's attention, we needed to add some symphonic sounds. Who's excited?
Me.
Me. So maybe we could just give them a really quick rundown of the story and the music that we wrote. So it'll kind of be like a nice little preview before you guys watch it tomorrow. Jay is saying he's so excited. Do you remember the song?
Do I remember the song?
Yeah, yeah. We started with this is the beginning, everybody. We did a we were thinking a little like James Bond, kind of like on the search. Um, God, I'm gonna completely butcher the story. Do you remember where our story started?
Uh, this is like detectives looking for aliens.
Right. Detectives looking for aliens. So that was that like we had that bass line going. I was in the wrong key. So that was our the beginning of it, and we're looking, we're searching,
Yes.
and then
And then
and then what?
and then I think we discover the aliens like layer place, right? Or is
Okay,
that
let's
the
see. Let's
second
see.
one?
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, then you have a little interlude. We have. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that. Duh, duh, duh.
Like discover the layer.
Yeah, we had a really. I love that bass line. We're not getting. Oh, that's the one. That's a great line. We don't want to
It
give too
is.
much away because we also want to leave it up to your interpretation tomorrow when you guys watch it. But I think we're just we're giving the inspiration behind it.
Yes.
So what happened there? So we got that fat bass line that was sick.
Yeah. So as I recall, um, we're looking through this like hallway and discovering that these aliens are responsible for all these things that have happened in the world,
Right.
and we're like figuring it out. And then we get to like the main quarters, and the aliens are there, and they give us this like kind of like laughing gas kind of
Oh
vibe where we're like
yes.
all messed up,
Because they
and
invited us to tea first, and we
yes,
thought it was gonna be super friendly and cool,
yes,
and then we were so wrong.
and then we have this little weird kind of tea party vibe.
Right. But then we're getting laughing gassed,
Yes.
and that's pretty rough. And then we are just
I,
completely out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then the end is a little fuzzy for me. I think they like have some ability to like transform themselves to look like us, and they like left, and then the room started filling up with like water,
Oh my god, that's right.
and we had to like
It woke us up. The water woke us up.
water woke us up, and we had to get out, and we had like a safety pin or something. I don't know.
We got out of
And
the
then we had to go.
handcuffs.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I think we had to go find them or something. I don't really. I think the end was kind of a
Well,
bit
we
of
were
a
very happy at some. We had a celebration song, right? It's like
yeah. We got out. We got out.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got out. We have a really like happy jam because we're so grateful to have our lives. And
yeah. I think that was kind of like it was kind of a to be continued vibe where we were just so happy we got out, but like the aliens are still out there
right,
as
we have
us.
a to be continued. That's right. Because that's pretty crazy that there's literally aliens running around who look exactly like us. Meanwhile, they are not the detectives. They're like, who knows what they're going to do?
Yeah.
Dude, I had this dream. It was a nightmare actually, growing up when I was little. I was always I think it's the first time I've ever said this out loud. Um, but I literally had a fear that I would get picked up from school, like middle school when I was really little, first grade, second grade, that I would get picked up in the car by people who by aliens that like look like my parents.
Ooh.
Like literally this story, but I had this freaking fear that
Th-
that's how I would like get kidnapped and I wouldn't know.
Wow. That was a recurring dream.
It was a reoccurring fear. I mean, it's one of those things that you're like, oh, that's not going to happen. But like, it definitely entered my mind more than less, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think my version of that was there's these train tracks where we'd always go like at this park. There's these train tracks you don't go over, and I was like kind of scared of them. Like as a kid, I was always just like, oh, I don't like them, you know.
Yeah.
And I had this reoccurring dream that I catch my leg on the train tracks,
Oh my
and my
God.
parents like don't know, and they're like leaving, and the train is coming, and I
That's
always wake up.
scary.
I always wake up as the train is coming, but I would always have that dream that I was like, Mom, Dad. They're like, yeah, hurry up, Leo, and I'm like, no, I'm caught in the train tracks.
Isn't it interesting how in dreams you wake up before you die or before,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
It's always like I always feel like something crazy is about to happen. It's like that's what a dream is to me.
right.
Um, but it is weird. Like I don't feel like I have that many good dreams. So for the most part, I'm kind of like not really that pumped about them. Like
Interesting.
I feel like they're all kind of weird and creepy. I usually wake up being like,
Thank
cool.
God
Like
this is, yeah,
yeah.
wasn't real. What about you guys? Do you have any of those, any dreams you want to share? People are laughing in the chat because they're saying that this alien talk out of context is hilarious. Like, yeah, if someone just tuned in right now, they're like, what
I'm like,
are
and
they
then
talking about?
the aliens made us look like they're
The
us. And
saxophone aliens.
do you
Um,
believe in aliens?
I don't know. I don't not believe in aliens. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What about you?
I really do. I really do. Pretty hardcore. I think aliens have been here and are here
Where are
and
they?
um well, I think that there are like I don't know. I definitely think Area 51 has like a lot of stuff.
Mm,
Um you know who Bob Lazar is?
mm.
He's like this dude that basically claims that like he was working on like alien spacecrafts and like trying to figure out this like alien technology, and he kind of like broke off from it, and then the government's like, nope, that's this guy's crazy, we what, you know. And that dude is he's very convincing to me. I
Huh.
just deep in my gut I just believe him. I don't know, you know. um that being said, I think it's very far fetched to think that the way that people depict aliens in movies are the way they actually are.
I see.
My thought is like the concept of alien is real,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think it's just like this big headed dude that's
Like
just like, oh,
blue.
hello, you know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, like I think aliens could be like microscopic and stuff like that. I think it could be just like aliens are like robots from another universe, or it could be something that like or us from the future. That's another one that I'm really into.
Ooh, us from the future. Someone just said we are the aliens. Oh,
Yeah,
that's fascinating.
but I do believe there's something from other planets that have been here or are here.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I think that we can't see that might be happening. Do you guys have any questions for us about the process of this song medley story? We actually posted one on our YouTube the other day. We did it live. We created that. We did a second one, and a bunch of you actually helped us out with some very interesting ideas about uh, animals. The second one we did was all about like animals. Um, Someone's saying we should do alien music. Yeah, it sounds very intriguing. What would that sound like?
I was thinking of the theremin as being very alien esque.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know. Um,
What if it was just the happiest, like sugar candy, non weird stuff that aliens really love? They just love the C major scale.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there is aliens, but I don't think like the way that they're reflected in movies is accurate
Yeah,
at all.
yeah. Really interesting.
Aliens love the bass line. I kind of that makes sense to me. Maybe they don't listen to things. They just feel things. It's just vibrations.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ah, actually, that to me, I could get behind that. I, yeah, like feelings are just feelings, vibrations, and they don't communicate in the same way, the same way we communicate. Mm.
Yeah, what if it's just like music that plays and you can't hear it. It's just emotions. You just feel like
Mm-hmm.
some like really, I don't know, something deep.
I like that. I'm sometimes I've thought about how it would be cool to walk through life and just receive and feel and like be without words, which I
Yeah.
guess is what music. That's one of the beautiful things about music that you can actually communicate in that way.
Yeah,
But I do feel like some things would just be like simpler.
certainly. Okay, so one story. I was on tour with Lucky Chops. You can ask Josh Holcomb, Josh Gowell. I can't remember who else was there. We were playing with this ball. All right,
Okay.
throwing the ball. The ball goes under a car, and it just shoots out under the car, like twice as hard as it went in. And we look under the car. There's no cat. There's no dog. There's no animal. That is just to me that seeing that was the freakiest thing I ever seen. So like ever since then, I've been kind of like, what is that? What is in the world?
Was it a parked car?
It's a parked car. It just the ball went under the car and then just shot out.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Huh.
telling you, I gotta
Interesting.
gotta give call Josh. I mean, give call a Josh. I
Give
need to
call a
give call a
Josh.
Josh. I need to call a Josh and ask him
That's
one of them.
true. Wow. Yeah, that's got a big question mark.
Yep.
Hmm. Um, all right, you Saxy people. So we actually are going to get ready for. We have a Saxy school session that we're teaching. So if any of you are in Saxy school, we're going to see you momentarily. So we're going to jump off for that. But join us tomorrow on our YouTube, 12 p.m. ET. We've got alien music, alien inspired music. We'll see you for the watch party. Link in our bio on Instagram. We'll be back next week with an office hour. So if you have not sent in your videos, send to us, DM it to us. We save them. All right, everybody, much love and goodbye.
Peace.